You have your Lucky Charms, and then you have your Frosted Flakes. And up until recently, those were never ever to be combined because one's Kellogg's and one's General Mills. But General Mills decided to just say screw it and put out a blue box of Lucky Charms with their very own Frosted Flakes. Now, to my knowledge, General Mills has never produced a Frosted Flake before, but they've been making Lucky Charms for basically forever. So they decided to throw this out here, make the box blue, subliminally trick us into thinking we're buying Frosted Flakes, and then throw it in these little Lucky Charms marshmallows. I was sent this box for free by General Mills, just so you all know. But you can find it on shelves almost everywhere right now. But if you're like me, you might have a hard time finding this because even the stores that carry lots of cereal, like Walmart and Target, don't necessarily have this, but they should, and they should soon. So if they don't have it, talk to somebody, hopefully you can get it there. As we all know, it sucks with the smell. And there's that classic Lucky Charms scent, but you also get that Frosted Flake, but different. It's a little different, obviously, because it's not Kellogg's. We already kind of talked about the front of the box. Let's go to the back. On the back of the box, can you help, Mr. Fridge? Thank you. You can see here that you just basically pull out 8 different marshmallows from the bag, and then it kind of gives you this weird ad-lib about cereal. So for instance, you could be saying, it's no doubt the wildest, awesomely enjoyable, tasty feeling to savor in the morning. And you can have a ton of combinations of that, because there's 8 of each one. So this is what a bowl of Lucky Charms Frosted Flakes looks like. You can see we got obviously the marshmallows here, and these flakes, which are very typical Frosted Flake. I'm gonna go ahead and start with just a handful of the actual flakes themselves, because that's really the only thing that's new here. They are corny, just the way Frosted Flakes normally are, but there's something not so subtly different about them. Like typically, Corn Flakes have a very distinct taste, and what I'm trying to say is that is not the same flavor profile you get here. It's just a little different. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but it's still different, it's worth noting. Now we all know Frosted Flakes can get soggy real quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like power through this bowl. Oh man, I spilled on the table. And I'll kind of let you guys know my impressions at the very end, okay? Okay, stay tuned. Look at this. Much better marshmallow stuff here right now. Look at that. Mmm, tasty. Right. Right. So right here at the end, I'm about on my last bite, and I made that fatal mistake of not saving any of the marshmallows for the last couple of pieces. And again, that's an amateur mistake, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was just eating. I'm sorry. Now these pieces are getting a little soggy, and they're actually so tiny and they're hard to collect. I'm just gonna drink the milk. But a little soggy, but for the most part, they don't get too soggy too fast, and that's a win in my book. I'm gonna go bowls deep and drink some milk. Mmm, some real pulpy milk with the cereal there. Obviously the frosting on the Frosted Flakes kind of seeps off into the milk. It makes the milk a little bit sweeter, and it makes it more enjoyable to me. So I think that's a win. Now when it's all said and done, I think the cereal is just all right. Mr. Fridge, this isn't a new idea, right? Yeah, in fact it's been done before by Kellogg's themselves. Uh-huh. So you're not really getting anything too new here, although it's kind of cool because the Frosted Flakes are different, but I think at the end of the day it's gonna get a what? Mr. Fridge is right, a 3.5 out of 5. It's just good. I'd be surprised if you didn't like it, but I'd be surprised if you love it. Oh my God, give you more. If you're like that type of person, great, then maybe this stuff will stay around, but I just think it's all right. But that's just what I think, and I'm a cereal snob. What about you? Have you tried Lucky Charms Frosted Flakes? And if you have, cool. And if you haven't and you're curious, they should be on shelves now. Although I said, like I said before, they can be kind of hard to find. So that's it for me, this episode. Remember, click like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll talk to you guys soon, very soon, okay? Bye now.